Awakening spiritually is like finally coming up to the surface after a deep dive. Suddenly, you find yourself struggling for the fresh air of reality, while others continue swimming inside false beliefs. This awakening transforms your existence. From that point on, there's no way back. In this newfound freedom, you also sense a kind of limitation. It's like standing on top of a mountain, breathing the fresh air, but looking down to see people you care about stuck in the valley below. They seem satisfied, engrossed in their daily routines, seeking comfort and the illusion of control. You can't help but question, is my awakening a blessing or a burden? Why am I seeking self-discovery when others are content in their chosen ignorance? It's a challenging journey, but rest assured, the trek is worth it. Although the terrain may be rough, the sights you witness are beyond imagination. But just like any transformative experience, spiritual awakening has its own set of effects. They are neither good nor bad. They just exist. Think of it as a period of adaptation. Today, we will explore the lesser-known effects of spiritual awakening. These are the quiet whispers that nobody prepares you for, but everybody experiences. Number 1, confusion. Imagine that you just opened your eyes after a vivid dream, and for a moment, everything is silent. Then, as always, reality rushes in, and your mind starts asking, what just happened? Is this normal? Why is this happening to me? This is the kingdom of confusion, a place many of us find ourselves in during spiritual awakening. Even if you spend years on the spiritual path, reading sacred texts and immersing yourself in practices, the experience of awakening is like traveling in an unknown country where the language, the people, and even the air feel unfamiliar. The mind prefers familiar landscapes, but awakening is an uncharted territory that can't be predicted. It goes beyond what you can imagine and can't be prepared for with just thoughts or concepts. So, you start seeking guidance in spiritual teachings, books, and philosophies. In this confusion, it's natural to feel lost, but don't let it turn into obsessive searching. Although it's tempting to find quick answers, sometimes the deepest wisdom comes from embracing the unknown. Confusion is like a fog that makes you slow down and pay attention to your surroundings. It encourages you to be present instead of constantly seeking external validation. Allow moments of silence to enter your life. Silence has the power to connect you to a deeper understanding without needing immediate answers. When you are quiet, you create space for your inner wisdom to speak. While it's normal to turn to spiritual texts for clarity, remember that the ultimate guide is within you. You don't always need a map to navigate the journey of awakening. Sometimes you just need to be still and let the flow guide you. You might have many questions on your journey, but consider them as signposts urging you to explore further. Instead of fearing the unknown, try embracing it. The beauty of awakening is that it continuously unfolds, revealing layers you didn't know existed. Confusion is not a roadblock. It's more like a detour, a winding path that may take longer but offers scenic views you would miss on a straight road. View it as an invitation to dig deeper and exercise patience and openness you might not have tapped into before. Number 2, disconnection. Imagine discovering a new radio station that plays music that deeply resonates with your inner self. But as you tune in, you notice that other stations have turned into noise, become unclear, or are completely silent. This represents the sense of disconnection that often accompanies a spiritual awakening. As you get closer to your true self, you might notice changes in your social circle. Interactions with old friends become complicated, and you start withdrawing into silence when you used to engage freely. Subjects that used to captivate your interest may now feel shallow, and people who were once your close anchors may suddenly feel distant, like faraway stars still visible, but out of reach. Your priorities change rapidly during an awakening, and it can feel like you are wearing a new skin. It's not uncommon to experience loneliness during this transformation. You might long for meaningful conversations and connections that nourish your spiritual energy instead of draining it. So, what can you do when you are feeling disconnected? Feeling disconnected is not a sign that you should go back to your old ways. Embrace your uniqueness, even if it confuses or alienates others. Remember, this journey is about you, not them. It may be challenging not to be swayed or hurt by the opinions of others, but it's essential to keep in mind why you started this journey in the first place. To be true to yourself. This period of vulnerability is a sensitive time that requires protection. Seek out spiritual allies who will listen without judgment and create a safe space for your path. Choose environments where your heart feels understood, rather than places that force you to conform or defend your path. It's like being a young tree in a forest of ancient giants. While they may overshadow you, remember that you are growing at your own pace and in your own direction. It may feel lonely initially, but you are not alone in this. Reach out to kindred spirits who can nurture your soul, much like rain and soil nurture a growing sapling. Disconnection isn't the end. It's a transitional phase. Think of it as crossing a bridge that connects the old world to the new. On the other side, you will find connections that are different, but equally valuable and aligned with your authentic self. Number 3, pain and discomfort. Becoming awakened is not a quick fix that magically erases your self-importance and surrounds you with eternal calm. In reality, when you become awakened, you often feel more discomfort, not less. Why is this? It's because awakening reveals your hidden ignorance. When you are awakened, it becomes easier to achieve a heightened level of awareness. However, old habits are hard to break, and you might sometimes slip back into your old, unaware ways. During these moments, the contrast is stark, and you experience a deeper sense of discomfort than before. In an unawakened state, you might not even realize how your actions affect you or others. But once you take a concrete step toward a spiritual journey, every emotion and interaction carry weight. This is because your connection to your inner self and the world around you intensifies. It's not just about your own discomfort anymore. You become aware of the suffering of others and even the collective pain in the world. Your senses are sharper, and your empathy and sensitivity, which were once secondary, now become prominent aspects of your awakened state. Surprisingly, the discomfort you feel is a sign of progress. It indicates that you are deeply in tune with life. Trying to push away this discomfort won't work. It will only come back even stronger. Instead, find healthy ways to express this heightened sensitivity. If tears well up, let them flow. If you feel like screaming, let it out. Channel these emotions into creative activities like writing, painting, or gardening. Allowing yourself to express pain is not a sign of weakness, but a display of profound strength. By giving your pain an outlet, you are not just letting it go, you are also transforming it into something beautiful or meaningful. In essence, the increased discomfort after awakening is a call to be more genuine, more compassionate, and more in tune with the complexities of life. Recognize the discomfort, but also view it as a tool for deeper understanding and connection with both yourself and the world around you. Number 4, the existential crisis. The journey of becoming more aware often leads you to a confusing phase called existential crisis. While many people casually use the term to describe when they question their purpose in life, it's different when you are truly awakened. The question, "Who am I?" stops being a simple puzzle and becomes a serious problem that keeps bothering you from within. Your old identity, the one you were comfortable with, suddenly feels too small or too big. It's as if you have grown out of it, but you're unsure of your new identity. You are stuck in a place where you can't connect with your old self, but you are also uncertain about who you are becoming. Questions like, "Why am I here?" or "What's my purpose?" are no longer abstract. They are urgent, pushing you to find answers. This is a turbulent phase. It's like standing at a crossroads, but instead of a few paths, there are countless options going in all directions, each claiming to be your true path. It's overwhelming and, to be honest, a bit scary. Here is what you can do during your existential crisis. First, accept that you can't go back to your old self. That chapter has closed, and trying to reopen it will only make you unhappy. Second, don't rush through this period. Unanswered questions are uncomfortable, but they also indicate that you are on the verge of a deeper understanding. If you have a mentor or guide, now is the time to seek their wisdom. But if you are on this journey alone, trust that the universe has a plan. Think of it as being on a long road trip without clear signs. It doesn't mean you are lost. It just means you haven't reached the next marker. Keep moving forward, enjoy the view, and eventually you will find the signs that guide you to the next phase of your journey. Your existential crisis may feel like an endless cycle of uncertainty, but it's a stage that almost every awakened person has to go through. Remember, the fact that you are questioning is evidence of your growth. Even if you don't have answers right now, the quest for them is progress. It might not seem like it at the moment, but this is a valuable step toward a deeper understanding of your true self. Number 5, you might feel like you deserve something. Waking up to new insights can make you think you have discovered some big secret about the universe. It's not uncommon to start seeing yourself as someone special, like a guide in a world that seems lost. You might start believing that you are chosen or better than others, and this can easily sneak into your thoughts and your ego. You might feel a strong desire to wake up others and make them see what you think is good for them. But here is where you need to be careful. Your journey is your own, and everyone has their own path with their own lessons and timing. Trying to speed up someone else's spiritual progress is like trying to force a flower bud to open. It won't make it bloom faster, and it might even harm the process. Good intentions can sometimes turn into unwanted interference. So, keep your wisdom to yourself unless someone asks for it. Your main tool should be love, pure, non-judgmental love. Love can gently encourage people to consider new perspectives without making them feel pressured. Remember, awakening is a personal experience, and while your insights might seem like the missing piece of the puzzle for someone else's journey, they might not be ready to use them in their own life. That's completely fine. So, keep sharing your love and have your wisdom ready for those who genuinely seek it. Awakening is both a gift and a challenge. During your journey, you will find guidance, and your empathy will make the world a better place. If you feel this video sounded resonant with you, leave a like and share your thoughts in the comment section. If you want to receive more inspiring content, please consider to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.